The Nigerian Air Force captain is in great dismay and surprise how the Biafran pilots could combat 4 of their fighter jets, bringing them to a stop and pulling them down. Hey, we are now using the tactics that we learned from the top people above. This has proven the great wisdom that we whole joints of Africa must begin with. You see, I will say it the way I used to say that Biafran restoration is going to happen like a miracle. It will shock the greatest people. It will shock those who think that it is not possible. And that is just it. It will shock a lot of people, knowing fully well that Biafra is now getting their voice internationally. We must get our points straight, and our words for wisdom will be put in place, because that is the very victory that everyone must possess. Giving out the biggest impact that must be given, and that is holding on to what should be held on to. So when the combat started, they sent powerful fighter jet, 4 of it, to begin with. And by so, they thought that once these people step into Biafran land, they will begin to, destabilize, configure, and make more hereditary strikes, so that they will come back and begin to dance to their masters and tell their masters that we have finished them. They don't have any place to run to. But they never knew that the Biafran pilots were just peacefully waiting for them to finish their nonsense. And the moment immediately they just finished their nonsense, we gave them one of the biggest shock of their lives. I will say it again. We must reconsider every part, every junction, every zone, every area, and tell ourselves the truth. Sitting down to look at what Biafra really represents, we must at the same time give it to ourselves the biggest kind of victory. Chineke oru na omume, maka na onye jụrụ ajụjụ wee sị gịnị, na mgbe nwanụ eji wee tinye aka, mgbe nwanụ eji wee ka akụka, ịnọ mgbe eji wee kọ ya. Ịnọkwa mgbe eji wee kọ ya. And that's the biggest part of it. So as we fish out the necessary things, as we put out the polite stuff that must be put out, let's equally understand that you cannot defeat Biafrans. You can move few people, but you cannot defeat us. And the earlier they know this, the better for them. You can't defeat us. So it has to be a point that is clear. And when you meet a point that is clear, you equally meet a point that is more purified. It is all over for the zoo. Zoo is zoo. Zoo is zoo. It is all over for the zoo. Yes. They can no longer face the Biafran army. So what they are doing now is to go into the villages and they are kidnapping Biafrans. As in, no, all go no, man. When you're gonna get so it has been reviewed mightily that the Biafran Liberation Army set a date for the Nigerian zoo soldiers to come out and, face them one-on-one. Since they have been looking for them, they should come out so that they will do this thing one-on-one. But what then happened? These people failed to turn out. They came, they faced the Biafran Liberation Army one-on-one, but after facing them, what then happened? They lost. You see, you can stop us to stop communicating, but you cannot stop us from communicating. They said that Nigerian footballers are sweet like the Ghana jollof, and Ghana footballers are as bad as Nigerian jollof. It's something that we cannot understand. But the message is getting clearer to those that should hear it. We are one people that have been disrespected, disputed, put aside for no just reason. Because we decided to say, give us our Biafra. Give us our Biafra. They said we're asking too much. What crime has an Igbo man committed by asking for a nation of his own? Tell me, what crime is that? Because you people steal our oil, you steal our natural resources, yet stealing from us, you cannot even use what you are stealing from us to build our land. You are pocketing billions and trillions, and judgment shall be upon all of you. All of you, Guru na Biafra man Fozo, judgment shall be upon all of you. That's just it. I've said it times without number that Biafra restoration is going to happen like a magic or miracle, whatever you're going to say about it. Because they know that no matter how they try to stop these people, they are just wasting a whole lot of time. Wasting time from morning, afternoon, evening, night. Wasting time. So what have you? A game has come to change. We have come to say, this will not continue. This will not persist. This will not live on. They said that we're asking too much. But here's the truth. Whenever, wherever, however, the game is changing, we must get to realize one of the biggest theories. And that theory is a theory of consumption. So by so doing, we must stay communicated, we must stay feasible, we must stay physical in riding for our freedom. And that's why the game is changing. For this is the point where they can no longer face the Biafran army. We see the training that the Biafran army received from the Israelites is too much. They can't handle it. You know what Nnamdi Kanu said? Nnamdi Kanu said, "If I get buayo, manamba, that get bull na side if I got kali." Defending and self-defending our land is one of the biggest message. Omuchineke, kai bidon.